Holivud je u opštoj panici zbog Didijevih traka. Da vidimo ili imamo neke nove informacije šta se dešava.
Well, we definitely have some new news. The founder of TMZ says that Hollywood is in a state of panic. Quote, every celebrity in the world seems to have gone into one of these white parties. Everybody wanted to go. If you got an invitation, you went. So you could pretty much count on every high-profile celebrity as being to one of these parties. I'm actually...
Da, to sam skontao. Znači, videli smo i po onom spisku pre nekako kad smo imali u reakciji da maltene svaka zvezda je bila tamo. Ne samo zvezda, svaki predsjednik je bio tamo. Skoro. Znači, nema ko nije bio na tim žurkama.
She's going to let him speak about it. Now, going to one of these white parties does not mean you participated in any of the nonsense or the bad stuff later in the day or later in the evening. But it's awfully curious that so many people in Hollywood have so much to say all the time. They have so much to say about every little thing. Yet...
Jeste, uvek imaju da kažu svašta nešto. Sad su se učutali, brate, niko ni reč ne može da kaže ili neće. I mislim da iako nisu učestvovali na tim after partijima, definitivno su nešto znali da se dešava ili su sumnjali. Ako nisu oni lično skontali, mora da im je neko rekao, mora da se pričalo o tome. Zato se i ćuti ljudi.
With this, they seem to have nothing to say.
It is true that Hollywood gets loud very quickly in certain cases. They did certainly with Harvey Weinstein and others. They have been very, very silent here. And
because they're afraid. By the way, there's like a weird buzzing. That's on the audio clip. That's not on my video.
Znači imali smo Weinsteina, Epsteina i sada Didija. 3 ogromne afere sličnog tipa.
I agree with you. I don't think just because, look, every celebrity in the world seems to have gone to one of these white parties. I mean, everybody wanted to go, and if you got an invitation, you went. So you can pretty much count everybody high profile has been to one of these parties. That's not disqualifying. That doesn't mean it's untoward. We're not talking about white parties. We're talking about after parties. Correct. We're talking about threesomes. We're talking about all sorts of things that are not.
And by the way, just like with Jeffrey, I think I want to make a trade here. I'll propose a compromise. Just give us the list of the people that were with people that, you know, that weren't old enough. Just give us those names.
Da, u fazonu dajte nam ljude koji su se petljali sa maloletnim osobama. Sve ostalo što su oni radili, kao odgovorne odrasle osobe, nikog nije realno ni briga. Ali šta ste radili sa maloletnim osobama, tu žele ljudi u stvari pravdu. Da se sazna ona istina nad kojima je napravljen zločin. A to šta ste vi radili u privatnim prostorijama, jer ste želeli to da radite, to nikog ne interesuje. A možda ako imate neki snimak pa se nađe na XXX nekom sajtu, možda bi mogli da pogledamo, što da ne, ali to su sasvim neki drugi razlozi.
Care about, you can keep all your dorky politician and Hollywood people who are paying hookers for this, that, or the other thing. Fine, okay? But I want the list of the people that were with young ones, which just seems like, at least with Diddy, there's a handful of people, as young as 9 brought up in these court documents.
Not those parties. But that said, there are lots of videos that Diddy kept over the years that have been now seized by the feds. And a lot of these videos are also going to some of the civil lawyers. Busby told us he has got...
Znači, većina kaseta izgleda da je već preuzeto od strane FBI-a.
A slew of these videos. And I think there's just panic in Hollywood. Am I on that video? Was I in some situation... in 1999 or 2002, where it might be interpreted a certain way or might end up in trial. I think there's a lot of panic. And that's what we're hearing. And people just don't want the association.
Da, interesantno je, recimo, sad dosta poznatih ličnosti se pojavilo da podrži Kamalinu kampanju. Imali su svašta da kažu i dosta njih nije priznalo da je plaćeno od strane Kamale i demokrata. Ali dobro, ako ste izašli iz dobre volje da podržite njihovu stranku, kako iz dobre volje niste izašli i rekli nešto u vezi ovih žurki Didijevih, u vezi celog ovog kriminalnog slučaja, u vezi svih ovih žrtava koji su se javile? Ništa o tome niste imali da kažete svojevoljno. problem. To je jako interesantno što ovaj čovek kaže, za najmanju sitnicu ste uvek imali svašta nešto da kažete, sad vas nema. Ali između tih situacija ste uspeli da izletite i da izrazite svoje mišljenje vezano za izbore. Što se mene tiče, to je jako providno. To govori dosta stvari o vama.
Look, I mean, I'm certainly willing to believe that you're capable of, you know, going to one of these parties and not participating in whatever it is that was going on allegedly after hours. That said, you can see stuff like this. Never forget, Diddy kept videos of all of his parties. Quote, has enough dirt to hang half of Hollywood.
Yeah. Verujem. Na tim trakama se nalazi verovatno suvo zlato, brate. Tu se nalazi propast Hollywooda, makar pola Hollywooda.
I mean, we know, obviously, the Hollywood, you know, a lot of people believe that people there are demonic, degenerate, and I'm not gonna say they're wrong. I'm not gonna die on that hill.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed.
By the way, Cat Williams said this, I think before everything dropped, or it might have been kind of when everything was coming out there.
So, and anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Da.
The truth is the light.
Da.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen.
Gee.
Yeah.
Jokare u sred emisije. Zanimljivo.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
Krenulo
We
se.
good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
Oh, because
I was gonna ask you that.
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that.
I 100% believe Cat Williams. I believe that he 100%
On je govorio mnoge stvari vezano za Hollywood. Takve stvari je govorio da većina ljudi kad ga sluša pomišljala je da jednostavno nije normalan, da lupeta gluposti, da samo hoće pažnju. Ispostavilo se da je pričao istinu.
has all sorts of information because I believe that there is a kind of a blood in, blood out aspect of Hollywood that involves some of the worst type of people on the planet doing some of the worst type of things ever. I just think that it's undeniable, you know, and you end up with a situation where now you have Ray J, by the way, who is, I don't know, an old rapper who I guess pays a bunch of YouTubers to shill his headphones nowadays. And also famously was in that video with Kim Kardashian, claims that scared celebrities are paying alleged people on the receiving end of bad behavior to stay quiet. Ray J has claimed he knows of multiple celebrities who are so scared of their ties to Mr. Combs that they are offering accusers cash to stay quiet as a part of catch and end scheme. The R&B singer, who's friends with the fallen mogul, told a new TMZ documentary that high-profile names have been reaching out to him after claims started swirling around about his freak-off parties. I'm hearing artists paying people to keep their names out of it. The 43-year-old alleged, and the TMZ presents the downfall of Diddy. I mean, is that even hard to believe? I wouldn't think that that's hard to believe. I would think I totally believe that. Here's what they do. People do catch and ends all day, catch and kills all day for the regular world. Somebody has a truth, somebody pays you to keep it quiet, and hopefully that money you got paid secures your happiness while you watch the lie continue to succeed. Asked if he knew of any specific instances where women were coming to celebrities with an ultimatum, Ray J suggested it was the unnamed celebrity stars allegedly seeking them out in a bid to cut them off first. Here's another way around that. I'll give you money, please don't talk. he claimed of what celebrities are already allegedly doing. Ray J, who once was in his tape with Kim Kardashian, insinuated that high-profile names are reaching out to him because of his friendship with Combs, and they fear he could be the reason for their names potentially getting leaked. That's exactly what I'm saying, Ray J said, when asked if he believed that others thought of him as a possible vessel for leaks. And I don't even know why I just said it, but so what? Now they're going to be mad. The singer, of course, refused to divulge names or what behaviors these celebrities allegedly are engaging in, saying and said, I've already said too much. Now, to me, you don't get a heck of a lot of credit for staying quiet. You don't get a heck of a lot of pats on the back for coming out after the fact and saying that was wrong.
Ja mislim da i trenutno naše stanovništvo u Srbiji, kogod ćuti, apsolutno ne dobijate nikakav kredibilitet za to. Po meni kredibilitet dobijaju samo ljudi koji su istakli svoje mišljenje uprkos strahovima koje imaju, koji su učinili neke stvari uprkos situaciji u kojoj se nalazimo i koji ne odustaju od borbe za istinom. Jer ti kada se ućutiš, kada ne daješ nikakve izjave, kad te ljudi pitaju, pogotovo novinari, to govori mnogo da sakrivaš nešto, da nisi smislio priču još uvek, pa zato ne daješ objašnjenje u vezi nečega. Ćutanje mnogo stvari govori. Kupujete sebi vreme, ali i eventualno odgovornost vas stiže.
I understand why people don't leak names and why stuff, but we all know that there's innumerable ways to get information out there not attached to your own name. Meanwhile, Sean has now been granted permission to request bail a third time. Of course, he's not going to get bail because, as many believe, as I do, he may just be a burned federal asset. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again, to be clear,
pretpostavlja se da jeste.
Just because he may or may not have been a burned federal asset does not mean he was also not participating in all this behavior. When you start talking about people 9, 10, 12, I got a big problem with that. You want to talk about some groupie who is 17 and 355 days or whatever, sneaking into the party and getting on with rappers. I don't really care about that. That stuff's been happening since the beginning of time. And I know that may ruffle some feathers, but all I'm interested in is give me the ones that were spending time with the young ones.
Da, ali on je iskoristio te mlade ljude koji su želeli da dođu na te žurke, smatrajući da će ostvariti nešto u svojoj karijeri ili jednostavno bit će popularniji ili tako nešto. On je to vrlo dobro znao i iskoristio je te mlade ljude na veoma podmukao način. Podmukao je u stvari slaba reč, na veoma zao način.
All right. We already know y'all are demonic weirdos in Hollywood. We already know that. So he's requesting bail again. I guarantee he's not going to get it. They're arguing that the video in question that showed a mere glimpse into a complex but decade-long relationship between... There's all these videos, right? All these videos out there that supposedly are, any minute now. Well, what's going to happen is, here's the truth of it, okay? Everybody on these videos who are now claiming they are victims, some of them may very well be, okay? But some of them will also just be trying to get paid off. Some of them will have been willing participants in this behavior and now suddenly are coming forward with their hand out. So I don't know who to trust in the situation, but just give me the guys or women that were involved in the young ones and let all the rest of them, like God, sort them out. Okay.
Da, ovo si dobro rekao. Nek ostale sortira Bog, a daj ti nama krivce za maloletne lice. I tu je upravo, to je sasvim upravo.
Like God sort out the rest of them, but give me the ones that were spending time with the ones that they shouldn't have been.
Yes.
Or people who were there against their will.
Da, to.
You're some 17-year-old trying to get famous, going to the... I don't care. Okay?
100% se slažem sa njegovom izjavom.
Give me that list, all right? Meet me in the middle.
200% se slažem.
There's some information going on here that's being held back.
U suštini ovo smo znali i pre ovog video zapisa, ali ovde smo imali neke nove informacije, neke nove izjave u suštini i samo potvrđuje koliko je Holivud zaista u panici zbog svega ovoga što se dešava vezano za Didija. Samim tim ćutanjem govore jako puno. Kaže, ćutanje je zlato. Vidjet ćemo koliko ćete imati tu privilegiju da čuvate to zlato i da se branite ćutanjem. Suđenje je negde sledeće godine u julu. Dotle možemo još svašta da saznamo, a u julu kreće haos za Holivud. Šta vi mislite, ljudi, šta će biti od svega ovoga? Da li mislite da će još neka slavna ličnost poput Didija odgovarati za svoje neka nedela koje su radili na tim žurkama? Da li mislite uopšte da ćemo otkriti još neke holivudske zvezde koje su bile umešane u ovaj slučaj? Generalno svako svoje mišljenje ostavite mi u komentarima, baš me zanima šta vi mislite o svemu ovome. Ovo je haos, kompletna zbrka i ludilo. Ovaj slučaj je ogroman, jedan od najvećih slučaja koji smo imali u skorije vreme, u skorijoj istoriji. Iako smo imali pre toga i Epsteina i Weinsteina i koga već ne. Ukoliko vam se sviđaju ove moje reakcije, obavezno zveknite like i podržite mene i moj kanal. Jako puno to znači. Kliknite i na subscribe ukoliko niste pretplaćeni na moj kanal totalno besplatno, a mogli biste zveknuti ono zvonce da vas obaveštava čim izađe moj novi video. Toliko od mene za sada, mi se vidimo u nekoj drugoj reakciji. Budite mi dobro, ćao!